We have got the wrapping guru. The guru she is. Jane Means. So many people struggle with wrapping, Jane, but you're here to show us that it doesn't have to be as difficult and you can make things look quite zhuzhy.
You can. It's
fairly
just
simply.
knowing how. And I think my biggest problem is, I don't know whether you guys do it as well, I forget to write the tags. So I think it's really important to write your tags first. Pop them on all your presents.
So you write it and put it on there?
Pop your tags on top of the gifts and get stuck straight in. Right. We wrap loads of boxes and I think people just use too much paper. So when you are wrapping a box, you don't want very much paper overlapping and the sides you don't want very much. And I tend to use double-sided tape. It just looks so much more professional.
Yeah. So so you put the tape in here?
I've just put this sort of tape at the end.
In this side?
Scissor cutting's bad, just fold it under. And I think the sides is the big thing. You know, when you're folding the sides, if it catches, it's too
Right, so show us that.
too long.
In you go. So we're watching on the camera there.
So just pop it down like that.
Right, down like that. And then what?
I'm doing it in real time here, Ruth, so just pop it down. And then I just sort of crease it as I go along.
Do you know, Jane, in many ways, excuse me, darling, I'm the one that doesn't know, right? In many ways, it's like making a bed, which I also have difficulty in doing perfectly, but my wife makes a bed very well.
Hospital corners.
I know, that's it.
That's what it's like.
But if it's something more like a cube, you really want your sides just to go about halfway. So I think the key is don't use too much paper.
OK.
So,
not too much paper. Write your tag before you start so you know who the present is for.
Everything is so neat, so beautifully done.
OK.
Yeah, awkward shapes, bottles. We always get... I don't know about you, I give loads of bottles away. Alcohol, bottles of wine, toiletries. Something like tissue, cellophane, anything sort of awkward is better wrapped in a flexible wrapping. So paper tablecloth.
So it's a more relaxed look, has it then?
It is, and it's a case of sort of grab your items, make sure your ribbon is cut ready, and all I do is just start grabbing all the wrapping around the item. And if it's flexible like crepe paper, it's brilliant. So you can nearly do this with your eyes shut. So I'm just sort of grabbing it.
Do you think you could do that?
No, I think there's a much easier way of wrapping bottles, and that is to go to the off-licence and ask them for a bag that you put the bottle in, and then it has two handles, and you put a label on it.
I just need to see this a bit closer up, because you're making this... But what are you doing? You're kind of pleating it as you go round.
I'm just grabbing it up, Ruth, into the middle like that, and just sort of grabbing it quite neatly, if I can, down to one hand to get your ribbon.
See what you're doing here, and the material does make all the difference.
It does.
And that's not going to rip, because it's that thick paper tablecloth.
I know. So if you have a party, you're not allowed to use any cream or anything, so you can reuse
And your expectations come up, you look at that and you think, what could it be? And you open it up and there's two old washing up bottles in it or whatever it is. It's wonderful what you're doing there, absolutely incredible.
And if you give a hamper away, I just pop it into, say, a little gift box or even a plant pot, or it could be a bowl that you've bought from a charity shop, and cellophane it up. You get your cellophane from your local florist. And
I see. So you've done that and then you put the cellophane on top.
That's it.
I tell you, that's above and beyond the call of duty, I have to say. One layer of wrapping would be enough for me, but that is really, really nice.
You can get the printed cellophanes now, can't you? You don't have to put the paper underneath and then the cellophane.
If you give a plant, I mean, I just wrap the base as well, so the plant, you can carry on watering it.
But why don't you just give them... They know what's a plant. Why don't you just come and say, there's my plant, what's that called? What is that?
Have you got a plant on your Christmas list?
A poinsettia.
No, I can't.
It's not as if you're disguising it, is it?
It's just nice, Eamonn. It's making an effort, it's called.
Well, I do make an effort, because I would like to share with the viewers the effort that I make. And the effort that I do, Jane, and I've found, and I'm sure you'll agree with me, you get a very, very big bag that you can mark on the front, Ruth, for instance, and then you just throw all the presents into it, and it's like a Santa sack, and then you hand you the Santa sack, and you open it up, and they're all...
And everything's there unwrapped.
Everything's there.
And you see it.
But it's wrapped up once in the big sack.
I love it. Could
Brilliant.
be newspaper.
Genius. It's the future.
Anyway, I won't be doing that. So hang on, what did you have here? This is a cylinder.
A cylinder, so anything sort of round like that. I mean, I've done one, what I did earlier, like that. Enough paper to go around it. And I just find it's easier if you're wrapping a smaller item, because you can actually hold on to it as you start sort of pulling the wrapping paper into the centre like that.
Yeah. So you can see that looks...
So I just sort of keep moving it around. I'll try and do it quite slowly.
So you're pleating it again.
Yeah, so
Like a
trying to sort of
cracker.
get it every centre layer.
And you're always using double-sided tape, so you never see the
If possible,
tape?
yeah. Or just a tiny bit of sticky
Yeah.
tape, and then I cover it with ribbon, if you can, and round we go. And I don't know about you, but I love decorations. So,
Yeah.
you know, I've added these little frosted artificial fruits. So, you know, when you get a box
do
of
you-
chocolates, you just recycle the
Things like
decorations.
that, would you then tie that into your...
Absolutely.
Can I share a tip with
Oh,
you
yeah,
and
no.
on the viewers? Because I keep mentioning about this.
Love tips.
Ironing board. OK, James,
You
so this
available
is...
for hire?
75 an hour.
My ironing board tip is because I'm fed up of leaning over a table or crouched on the floor. So somebody on Twitter actually gave me
love
this
this.
tip. What camera am I on? Not red. There you go. There you go, too. Someone on Twitter gave me this tip. You know who you are, but I can never remember. It was years ago. So you get your ironing board and you can put the ironing board to whatever height you want. I've actually got high heels on, so take them off. You see, look, there it is.
Perfect.
I'm not bent down. I've got my sellotape here on the thin end.
Love it.
If you like glittery paper, put a cloth or something over because the glitter comes off. I now have a dedicated ironing board just for wrapping my Christmas presents. And there you are. There's no leaning over, no bad backs, simple. And then you
I
keep
love
your
it.
And it gets the
tape
Jane's
there.
love
seal
it.
of approval.
It certainly
You like
does.
that?
So it does,
Can you do
Ruth.
my ironing as well, please? I'm rubbish at that.
Yeah, don't do the ironing too.